Hi there. I think most people only hear about startup founders from the news where they raise millions of dollars from investors. No wonder there is a stereotype that startup founders are rich people driving Teslas in San Francisco. But what if I told you that anyone and anywhere can start a startup with no money and no experience? Well, I am that founder and this is my day.
So I guess once you have launched your startup, the pace of life changes dramatically, but since I'm working on my MVP, I have pretty much enough time to myself. So my mornings are flexible and very gentle. I do my morning stretches, walk my dog, wash him, feed him, and then I can eat myself. I really love long breakfasts, enjoying some YouTube videos. And yes, this may be not the super productive routine, but it is what it is, don't judge me guys. So when breakfast is smashed, time for real work.
By the way, I do not work. I mean, my startup is my only work because I decided to quit my career as a software engineer for my dreams, and my husband supports me in all the ways. But this is a story for another time, so let me know in the comments if you want me to tell it. So I'm working only on my startup, which is not even live yet, but what I'm actually doing? Well, I'm not a guru or a pro. I actually know nothing about how to do a startup except the fact that I actually have to do it. And that's what I'm doing.
Since I'm not the only person working on the project, my husband is my co-founder, we need a board to manage the whole thing. I love managing projects, so I do the board stuff, keeping it up to date, tracking tasks and what we have left to do for the launch. Then comes not my favorite part, coding. I don't enjoy it, that's why I quit that career path. But the thought that this is basically my software baby makes me so happy, so I do some coding tasks.
Well, actually, I know something about doing a startup. I read it on the internet, and apparently the code stuff is not the only thing you have to do to build a startup. So I'm also doing a lot of research on topics like legal things and our market, customer development, which is talking to our potential users, asking them about the problem, and some of the time I'm trying to educate myself about this whole entrepreneurial thing, management, business, and stuff like that. So I'm watching some videos about it, reading some books and articles. It's funny how a few decades after the popularization of IT jobs, people have realized that it is actually hard and ruin your health because of prolonged sitting. And unfortunately, I'm no exception. I neglected my health and body, and now I'm really trying to get back on track. So almost every day I try to do workouts, stretching or yoga.
I really like to work out at home, but guys, it took me so long to actually do it. So don't think you're the only one who has this mental block, laziness, procrastination, whatever. Just getting yourself together to actually have the strength to start is a huge job for some people.
Besides my workouts, I also try to go out and walk, and I live in Barcelona. It's a very beautiful city. It's really walkable, so come and walk with me.
Barcelona is a really beautiful but somewhat controversial city. Some people love it, some hate it. Some people say it is a big European startup hub. We're not here because of that. In fact, we didn't even plan to live here. It just kind of happened. I cannot say I really like the city, especially in the summer, but it definitely has some advantages.
We also decided to launch our startup here, not register because Europe is not the best place for a startup. There's not so much money and investors, complicated or inconvenient regulations. But why do they call it a startup hub? Well, I tell you why. Most people register a company in the US to get the access to all the investments, the benefits that the US has, and it happened that getting money from the US and living in Europe is a really nice way to enjoy your life. And many startup founders do exactly that. But as long as I heard from the startup community here, the most ambitious founders are still go to the US. So the founders here, the ones who want to chill more, I guess, have a lifestyle startup. And it's not that we're not ambitious, it's just really hard to get a US visa. And while we are working on it, we have a chance to choose a smaller initial audience for our project and launch it here in Europe first to get the direct access to our users and to have less competition.
At the end of the day, when my husband has finished his full-time job, we have some time to discuss our startup and make some good progress. I also do some writing for YouTube because in the evening, when I'm most sleepy, I have most of my creativity, which is weird, but yeah. Before going to sleep, we watch some series or movies to improve our English and calm down before bedtime or hanging out with our friends like today.
And that's the end of my day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the comments if you liked it or what should I improve. Also, some English tips would be helpful, and do not forget to subscribe on my channel to not miss the next videos. See you there!